Hi, I'm Dr. Kyson Frank.
And I'm Dr. Craig Farney.
We're the doctors at Docerelife Center.
But today we're here at Sedgwick County Zoo as the Doctors of Oz.
To pull back the curtain on another chronic illness.
Called
Lyme disease. Hi, I'm Dr. Kyson Frank, and I want to talk to you a little bit how we deal with Lyme disease here at Docerelife Center. First of all, I give props up to any doctor who's willing to try to tackle this. It is a tough issue that is very prevalent in the United States, more than most people know. There's a lot of people who suffer with it subclinically. It doesn't show up in the Western blot or the ELISA testing or any other form there. So to get this diagnosis is hard, and oftentimes people go undiagnosed with it and they suffer with it for a long period of time. And those are the ones that we're able to help, the ones that have been missed or misdiagnosed or haven't been able to find the relief. So there's two main issues when we deal with Lyme disease. Number one is actually getting the diagnosis to actually know that's what the issue is, or it's finding a relevant treatment. It's one thing to find, it's a whole other animal to try to treat it. That's where a lot of people run into issues. So many of these patients who haven't been able to get the diagnosis or haven't been able to find the treatment that worked for them, they've had to become their own health advocates. They've had to go search out Dr. Google. They've had to go find answers and solutions in other places because their doctors have failed them. They haven't been able to get the results they're looking for. And so these people are really seeking, they're really earnestly looking at them, at what's going on in their lives, and they get dismissed so many times by doctors because it's not given to them by a professional. So look at the epigenetics of Lyme disease and look at how methylation and different genetic variants can influence different people who have the infection. Some people may never even know they have it. They may not have any signs or symptoms of it, while others, they suffer immeasurably from the toxic load and everything that's on their body. It's a long journey to reestablish and get your health back. It's not just as simple as killing off bacterial infection. If you do that, you don't try to reestablish all the other systems of the body, you're going to end up with a lot of herxing and a lot of pain and a lot of angry patients. When I deal with patients, sometimes we actually have to get them well enough to actually get them well, which means there's a lot of things that we have to deal with as far as different tissues and different systems of the body that aren't functioning correctly. I can't have you start detoxifying and trying to clean things up if your detoxification system isn't working. It's like taking your trash out to the curb every week and the trash never comes, it just sits there and accumulates. So we've got to be able to get these systems working again, so when I start going after different aspects of Lyme or any other chronic disease, we're able to actually clean that up. So a lot of this comes down to your genetic makeup, the methylation system of your body. So when we look at the genome of the body, your genetics, how well do you actually go through and detoxify? How well do you go through and methylate? How does your neurotransmitters work? How do you clean these things up? Because based on these things, it depends on how we have to take certain approaches to helping you get better. One thing that it makes it tougher is dealing with different types of stress in the body, because stresses can actually exacerbate or express or suppress certain parts of your genome. So what kind of stresses are there? Well, there's chemical stress, obviously toxicities that come into the body. We have environmental stress, such as the different types of magnetic fields from 5G, all these different things that come in and actually start messing with our body, even Wi-Fi. Then we have structural stress. Have you fallen? Have we hurt ourselves? Are we on our feet all day long? What's going on structurally in the body? Do we need an adjustment? Do we need to get things put back in place? Do we need to start looking into mental, emotional, different areas here that'll play into how you feel about yourself, how you actually start to clean yourself up and actually how you start to heal?